it's another Saturday morning here with Ron, and today we're down in St Lawrence Market. It looks like today we've got some kind of craft fair or something.
This is the regular Saturday thing. They do this every Saturday here. These people rent the table for $30 for the day.
Right.
I'll just do a pan, and then so people can get the setting, and then let you go into your...
My little blur.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I used to rent tables here, and at that time, you had to book in advance because all the tables were rented. Now it looks like they're not renting as many tables. Of course, it's a little early in the season yet.
Yes, and you know, they say Ron was explaining earlier on that you can rent a table here for I think $30 per day. Sometimes I suppose it's worth your while, to do that. It depends what you're selling, but today it looks like there's a selection of jewellery and various things, and various like saris and sarongs and things that I don't think I'd look too good in, quite frankly. But I just want to discuss a few points here about these cameras. This camera here was actually designed in the 1970s by the team of Matt Sai for the Olympus Corporation in Japan. It's a full-frame 35mm camera based on the rangefinder principle, although the focusing is what they call zone focusing, whereby it's set for single person portrait, a little group, a larger group, and then landscape. You have also the f-stops running from 2 to 8 to f22. It has a flash hot shoe and also a sync socket here, although the flash will run directly off the shoe. Selenium cell, which powers the exposure meter. Also, filters can be attached if need be, like UV or various filters for black and white photography or even colour. Very successful camera. They produce loads of units, and the marketing in the UK for the television adverts was featuring great English photographer David Bailey, who is still a fashion photographer icon, mostly Vogue work. He, in the advert, was seen taking photographs with the Olympus trip, and a professional photographer come along and said, well, this is no good because you really need a larger, much larger camera to get a bit of quality. And besides, who do you think you are, David Bailey? And of course, that's was the sort of cut and thrust of the advert. Now, coming through to the modern day, this again, the Olympus Corporation in Japan, again the Matt Sai design team, or the, shall we say, the newer people now, based this on the 1959 Olympus pen, which was a beautiful little camera, interchangeable lenses, but a half frame. So for each 35mm frame, you've got 2 frames. This is roughly a 10 megapixel digital. The little zoom lens on it, 14 to 42mm, which gives a coverage on 35mm at about 28 to 8, that sort of zoom range. You can adjust the aspect ratio, so in effect you can get 3:2, which is like 35mm frame, 4/5, which is something like a 5:4 field camera, 16:9, which is a panoramic format, and also 1:1, which simulates the 6:6 format of the Rolleiflex, Hasselblad, and various twin lens, single lens reflex roll film cameras. Now again, the location is the St Lawrence Market, and by standards here in Canada, it's quite old, or in this part of Canada anyway. It's very touristy. The property prices for the area are very expensive. It's this sort of location, you know, to get an apartment here, even a very small apartment would cost you about $500,000. The people by and large, compared with other areas here in Toronto, aren't very friendly. You know, they think that they're something they're not really.
Like those dumb cows that couldn't walk around us rather than get into the screen.
Exactly, yes, people like that. You know, there's you know, a lot of people like that here in the area, and quite frankly, I prefer the Kensington Market, which later on today I'll be visiting to get a few things and probably taking some photographs.
Yeah.
So with that,
and we will do one over that way one of these days when
yes,
we get in the neighborhood.
I think we
that
will,
is by
actually.
far a better market for ordinary folk rather than the hotsy-tossy nose in the air types.
Absolutely, yes, it's much better, and I think yes, we should schedule a you know, so a little video rant in that area. You know, so with that, I'll just say over and out and cut.